up. We're going to keep this thing going. Is it good to y'all? This is our last panel discussion, and it's gonna be we're gonna hit you with like you know what I'm saying? We got a host of folk over there that really keep us laughing. How many of y'all watch the Kountry Wayne shows? Or y'all do? Y'all do? Eugene does. Y'all, we're about to have some fun. Can y'all make some noise for this beautiful and handsome panel? First of all, like I said, who in here watches the Kountry Wayne skits? Anybody? So funny, so great. What is it like filming a Kountry Wayne skit, and how did y'all get on the cast? Like, how did that happen? I want to hear from whoever wants to jump in first.
Well, I guess I'll go. So first, I would say filming the skits is not your traditional process of filming.
Okay.
We are very much so guerrilla style filming. We be in the field. You know
what that mean?
Meaning, we do a lot of improv. Like, for the most part, all of the scenes that we do, I call them scenes because we really are acting for real. But a lot of the scenes that we do are improv, so it's not scripted. We don't really necessarily get a chance to rehearse our lines before we come to set.
Really?
Yes, we were told how many looks we have. You pack your bag, as many looks, you come to set, and then we get started. We learn the treatment in the scene right there on the spot, and then we have the freedom to create the scene however we see fit.
Man.
Yes.
So that takes like a certain kind of camaraderie with you all. Do y'all know the different actors already or no?
Not all the time. Not all the time. I would tell you, I have built a lot of camaraderie from coming on the skits. A lot of these people here that are on the skits that I have great relationships with, never met them before, but we were able to build that during doing the skits.
No, I love that. Mm-hmm. I love it. So, Rafael. Rafael. Did you say Castillo? Is that how you say it?
Castillo.
I said Castillo.
Yeah, you got
it.
Man. Castillo.
Okay. So how did you get casted? Like, how'd you get on it?
Mike. We did a movie together called Praise This, and that's where we met. And then I remember I was in Baton Rouge a month later doing the movie, and he hit me up and he was like, "Hey, I need somebody to come play my brother." I was like, "Sure."
Sure.
He was like, "It's gonna be quick, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna do like a couple episodes, maybe like a week of work, and then like I'm gonna have your character leave somewhere else." And I was like, "All right, cool. I'm a producer now."
How long was that process from going from just thinking you were just gonna be on like a week and then now you're a producer? How long was that process?
I became a producer last year in February. I started the skits in November 2022.
Oh, wow. That's a long periodically time. Yeah, I love that. So what about you, Mike? Like, what was it like? What's it like filming the skits?
Well,
how'd you get into
getting
it?
into the skits, I was one of those actors that felt like, because I had a lot of credits coming in, and at the time it was like, I don't do skits, I'm an actor.
Can you list some of your Can you pop your stuff real quick?
I mean, Walking Dead, Secret Headquarters, Kings of Joburg, Brazen Dion, Chicago Med. Yeah, I've done a lot of work, but so
can y'all just make some noise for that? This man worker. It's a black man worker. We love that.
But I had the mindset of, I'm a real actor. I'm not doing skits. That was my mindset. But my spiritual advisor was like, hey, man, I really feel like this is going to be something to change your life. And I still didn't believe it. But, we talked about earlier being obedient. And I went into it with an open mind. But it's crazy, as a director named Russ Parr, and he was trying to get me in more films because, back in the day, when I say back in the day, I mean, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, the directors had the power to say, I like this person. They go they put him in. But then now the studios are like, no, we don't want that person. So I was going through that process. He's like, yo, you got to get your social media up, man. So I was like, I came into the skits thinking, let me get more followers. And I would get like 10,000 followers, and I would get but I started noticing, like, I'm doing all these, I've done films that cost $200 million, but when I go to the airport, they're like, Mike from the Kountry Wayne skits.
Right.
And I'm like, no, I'm not.
Did you
I'm
feel
an
like
actor.
it was beneath? Did you feel like it was beneath you a little bit?
To be honest, yes, I did. And I was so wrong, because I didn't realize, like right now, I mean, we did 600 million views. Hello? Oh, my bad. We did 600 million views in 28 days.
Wow.
And King was Games of Thrones did like, I think 50 million in 8 episodes. So a lot of times, you know, something in front of you, you can't look at it like it's small, because this changed my life. Film and television was, you know, it feels good and it's our passion, but as far as financially,
This changed your life.
we all up here living a certain way because of the skits.
Wow. Come on, y'all. I've certainly had that like happen before where it feels like what? Like what in the world? Like
Just being honest.
yeah, you're like, well, I've done this and this. You never know the blessing in just being obedient. I love that. I love that. It humbles you, right? But then it ends up being the biggest blessing that you never, you know, the unexpected blessing. I love that. Ernestine, how about you? Like, how did you get involved in it, and what's it like?
Everything with what everybody said. It's on the spot. It's improv. It's chaotic. And like Mike, I too was an actor. I act. I'm a thespian. I do Shakespeare. I don't do these little skits. So I just did it as a favor, really. To
Pop yours.
Yeah.
What you been on, girl?
a whole.
Come on. I mean, because I know who Ernestine is, baby. Period. Come on. Give us a little something.
I mean, I've been in the industry since I was 10. My very. Yeah, shout out to my Beyond the Gates family in the building.
She said, come on, Shanice. She call you your name now. Okay.
I mean, my very first set ever was Seventh Heaven when I was 10 years old, so I've been in the industry a very long time. But I did the skit as a favor to my friend Chase Walker. He was like, hey, I need you to come play this probation officer in the skit. And I'm like, a skit? I'm like, okay. Luckily for me, I was familiar with the skit world. I came from a troupe called Ratchet People Meet. Back in the day, it was me, DC Young Fly, Emmanuel Hudson. So we were doing skits stuff back then. And I just did it as a favor, like, okay, I'll come do this little skit. And I didn't know who Kountry Wayne was. And I just did it. And then they called me back. And then they called me back. And they kept calling me. And I wasn't getting paid at first. I'm like, well, y'all keep calling me. Am I going to get paid for this?
Yes.
And then it turned into a thing where you get paid. And now this is how I can make a living and pay my bills, by the skits. And I've been in since 2020. I started out just doing skits before it was storyline based. And then I rolled onto the storyline base, and now I'm a producer.
Come on, y'all.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Some of my biggest opportunities came with me not getting paid at first and
Yeah.
just stayed focused on the mission. And then before I knew it, you know, like my mind was blown by the opportunity.
Yeah.
I love it.
And it's like you said, you don't know what God is going to use as the vehicle, as the thing. 'Cause
Exactly.
We all thought it was going to happen with film and television, and we are all on film and television, but that wasn't the thing. Yeah. When I go out into the streets, they say, oh, you're Steen from Kountry Wayne skits. They don't say, oh, I watched you in
Seventh Heaven.
Seventh Heaven. I watched you in Ruthless. They say, no, you're Steen from Kountry Wayne skits. So it's a phenomenal platform.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, that's right. So, I mean, this is time to give a little shine to some people that, like, I know people out here that are always looking for different coaches or schools and things like that. So, are there any acting schools or coaches that you really enjoyed that helped you get to this point? So, any of you can answer.
I don't know what's happening currently in the space in Atlanta, but I came up in this city. I've been training in different cities, but when I came to Atlanta, I trained under J.A. VAUGHN at the Green Room. She had the Green Room back in the day, and I trained under her, and that really set me up for just the way she trains and coach. It helped me breed Greenlit ATL, which we also train and coach. Yeah, come on, family. Which also just, you know, became a thing in Atlanta, but J.A. VAUGHN.
I love that. J.A. VAUGHN, a little life flex. My one little movie on Tubi. I'm on with J.A. VAUGHN. Shouts out to J.A. VAUGHN. All right.
Sarah Mornell. I haven't trained here in a while. I do Castle out in L.A. I mean, I don't got time right now, but none of us got time to train right now, to be honest. But last person locally was Sarah Mornell.
Okay, awesome. Anybody? You
I,
guys?
Sarah Mornell as well for me. We call ourselves Mornellians.
Mornellians.
For real, Sarah's class changed the game for me, for real. I also would like to give an honorable mention to Tasha Smith as well. She's really, yes, Tasha is the truth as well. Those would be my two.
If you're willing to go through the grunt of doing an online class, I deeply suggest Leslie Kahn in LA. She specializes in comedy, then teaches you how to use those things you do in comedy to flip them into drama. I studied with her for about a year, and it changed my career tenfold. Tenfold. It's not even close.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. Thank y'all for sharing that. Hope y'all took some notes. So do you any of you, do you feel like it might be the roles that you play on the Kountry Wayne skit, but in your career, do you feel like you've had like that breakthrough moment or that breakthrough role? Like, have you had that, or do you feel like you still are waiting for that?
Breakthrough role. I think, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like this is the breakthrough. There's more to come for all of us, but I think we've broke through because we're making history. There's nobody else in the world that does what we do in the world. There's nobody who drops 500 and something videos a month. We drop, I think, 24 videos a day, or it was 30 videos last month, 3-minute videos, storyline. So that's the breakthrough in itself, is just making history with people you love and respect.
Wait, how long y'all be working?
We don't get off. We sleep right
What
now.
is time off?
What, you on the
This
clock
is-
right now?
this is
a
our
skit?
time.
I'm in.
Action. All y'all in the skit right now.
Y'all in the skit.
He's filming the skit right now.
Yes, my catch up is
How many of you in here, by show of hands, have been in a Kountry Wayne skit? Yes, that's a lot.
Hey.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere you go.
Wow, that is amazing. So, anybody else, so, like that breakthrough moment or role for you?
I would agree. I feel like for me, J Diva, that character has changed my life, for real. And I piggyback off what Ernestine was saying. When I'm out and I get recognized, it's not for the Hallmark movie I did. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on, girl.
It's for J Diva off the Kountry Wayne skit. So this has been completely life-changing for me.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You?
I mean, I'm probably gonna say the same thing. I think what happens is like we all have a certain image of what success is supposed to be, and when you're presented with this opportunity, if you go in it with an open mind, you'll realize like, oh, this is the success you're looking for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'd be a liar if I said the popularity and fan base I built off of the skits hasn't helped my career more. You know what I mean? There are people, and speaking for myself, I'm a bigger actor. So in my career, I don't get auditions to be a love interest. I don't get auditions to be a lead. I play a thug 90% of the time. So this space is where I get to be I get to fall in love on camera. I get to show layers.
I love that, Rafael.
I get to show layers. I get to show that I can actually act.
No, I love that.
here. You know what I mean?
That's
and
beautiful.
What I do here is what allows me the opportunity to do other things in my career.
I think that's amazing. That's beautiful.
You know, you know what I would also add? Yes, the Kountry Wayne platform, in essence, is a breakout role. But I think knowing what I know now, being in the industry for 20 years, doing film, television, and theater, if you're in it, that is the breakout role.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm not saying that in a cliche way. Like, if you're in it, if you're actively on sets, getting auditions, getting callbacks, getting pinned, you got a couple credit, you're in it. That is I think
the
the
job.
days of, the breakout role, I think that those days are it's done.
Yeah.
The industry is so different. Television is different. Platform media is different. So if you are on a screen, be it an iPad, a phone, a TV screen, you've made it. You broke out.
That's the
You
role.
broke out of acting class.
Yeah.
And I feel like, if someone can see your work, you have broken out.
No, I love that. I love that. Mike?
I want to say this too. This is really, and I'm gonna tell y'all, man. I first started acting. I went to one of Ernestine's event, Greenlit. That was my first panel. I was out there for the first, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this acting thing, and I went, and she kept saying, "Create, don't wait." I kind of stole it. She called me like, "Don't be using my stuff."
Copyright infringement.
but no, seriously, what happened was, it's like being in Atlanta, and we all go through this as an Atlanta actor. No matter how good you are, in LA when they're making decisions, we are the tax break actor, if you know what that means. So what happens is, I remember when I had a self-taping business before I started doing this. Sorry, and I had a young lady come in, and we did the audition, and it said series regular, da 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 da, and the casting director was somebody out of LA, and we did the audition, and then 3 people later, because she was in town from LA, it was somebody from here, my homegirl, same exact role, possible recurring. It was a casting director here, possible recurring, da, da, da. So I'm like, damn, they playing. And then when I did Raising Dion, the makeup people know everything. So y'all Just ask questions. Damn, they be telling all, yeah, episode 8. I'm like, episode 8, these mother. Because and I understand, I'm not disrespecting the producers because it's business, you know? But that's how they save money. So what I noticed is notoriety, you know, the fame, I'm 46, I don't care about, you know, but the notoriety is what's important because now in business, if I'm trying to sell something, it's somebody in here that's funnier than Kevin Hart, but I'm not booking you over Kevin Hart because he gonna get my money back.
Right.
So now I'm in a space where I get direct offers. You know, hey, you want to come do this film, and we'll give you $100,000. I'm like, damn, 5 days. I probably was a better actor back then than I am now, but it's business, and you have to look at it as business. So this helped, I think, all of us, you know, Deanna Gates, the big dog. He got a million credits over there. But it's helped us in that space too, in Hollywood as well.
No, I love that. I love that. So speaking of how, like, both of you kind of touched on how things have pivoted and changed, and also like the business side of it. And we're going to open up for a couple of questions too. I'm going to leave a little more space for you all to ask questions since it's such a big panel up here. How do you all utilize social media? Now, seeing that this has been like almost like a viral sensation, like how do you all use social media to you know, really set you all up as actors and to promote? Like, are you just on there showing your family, or are you actually using it strategically to help do and boost your career now?
Yeah, I would say I started doing social media back whenever all the platforms started, I started them all. But luckily I had mentors via Ratchet People Meet, and DC Young Fly, Emmanuel Hudson, and Philip Hudson. We were all part of this troupe where our managers were like pushing content. Before people were even saying the word content, they were like, content, you gotta do content. Social media, is not going anywhere. It is your business card. It is how you market yourself, your brand, your messaging. And for those who say, oh, I don't think I need to do social media, well, try it. Try not doing it and see how that works for you. Not to say that it can't happen, but social media is not going anywhere. Just like television has revolutionized, media has revolutionized, it's different. So I'm a poet. Some people know I'm a spoken word artist. I started doing music videos for my poems, and those were going viral. And now I use it the same way. I put my acting reels on there. I put the skits on there. I put my poetry on there. I don't show my family too much, because again, it's your business card. Are you trying to sell your family, or are you trying to sell yourself to the casting directors who are following you? Do people want to see you cooking your eggs in the morning, or do they want to see you like in a character and your personality? Because the casting directors and the producers and they're following you. They follow us. So put what you want to put out there, how you want your brand represented in social media, and it can feel like a job, and it is. But do it, because it's not going anywhere.
Oh, I love that. Either of you?
I agree with everything Ernestine said. If I'm being completely transparent, I am a person who hates the social media stuff. Oh my God, I hate it. I never know what to post. Once I post something, I have anxiety for the rest of the day. My phone blowing up. It's just, oh Jesus, it sends me. But I have learned that it is important, though. I have to do it. I have gotten opportunities from my social media alone. Absolutely, because you get the opportunity to showcase yourself and put it out there when you may not get in a room, or you may not get in front of this person to actually do it, but if it's right there on your socials, they can see. So I do try to put my reels or scenes or just the work that I'm doing out there to be seen.
No, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I would say social media is a tool for me, and it's a tool to push my career forward. And to be honest with you, I had my first experience behind the camera last year. I produced a movie with my little brother Kirby. We produced.
Hey,
Come on, make some noise.
come on, producer.
Savage Lands.
I can
Savage
tell you
man.
straight up, every time we had any trepidation with an actor, whether we were like, we can't see him as the character, we would go to their social media. We would go, all right, let me see what she looks like. Let me see what he looks like. Let me see how they move. Let me see how he talks more. Maybe he's just nervous in the audition. We would go to their social media, and we booked some people who we were like on the tape, like, we saw them on social media, like, oh yeah, they could do that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I also think I think we're in a world where, previously to be a celebrity or an actor was to maintain mystery. But we're in a generation where people want to know you and they want to like you. And when they like you, they support you. So it's also being cognizant of what you post, how you post, and how you present yourself to the world, because that's what's going to get you your support.
I love that. I love how you use trepidatious and cognizant. Like, oh, wow. Wow, hey, trepidatious. Come on, vernacular. All right, I love that. Can you share your, I mean, come on. Y'all didn't catch that? I was like, all right, trepidatious, okay. Can you share your social media? How can people follow you?
Yeah, y'all can find me on Instagram at RafiSoDope, RafiSoDope.
Love it. And how about you, Josh?
Yes, you can find me on Instagram at Joss the Boss, JOSSTHABOSS.
Okay, how about you, Mike?
I want to touch on that question though.
Okay.
So social media is how you also can provide and pay your bills while you act. So let's talk about ad money. So here's the thing. Film and television made the most money off of ad money, right? The commercials. So what happened was now we got all this stream, which is good for the viewer, because you get to see you got a bunch of options, because we got a microwave mind. I want to watch it now. I don't want to wait till Thursday, and Mark come on every Thursday. So now because we have streaming, now we have subscription base. Yeah. So subscription is, I pay this monthly fee, that's what it is. So now they buy the movie, and that's it. Ad money is the real money. Because when you have something, whatever it is you do, it could be cooking, it could be whatever it is, when you get a following on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all of those, when you see that ad, that's how we get paid, right? So if you have you have to be consistent. So now when they pay Facebook or whoever this money, you're a partner with Facebook and YouTube. We're partners with Facebook and YouTube. You get a percentage. You get 50%, 60%, depending on the platform. If you keep driving your content, you will make money.
I love it.
If you keep driving your content, you'll make money, and then you can focus on, have the freedom, should I say. We all have the freedom to, none of us up here, I don't want this to happen, but if I never got booked for anything ever again, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? That goes for everybody up here. Our feelings would be hurt, but financially it wouldn't bother us, because we understand that you are partners with YouTube, Facebook. Cooking, it could be you and your dog. If you want it to be your child, showing you raising your child, whatever it is, but you have to be consistent. That's what Kountry Wayne did. The consistency. If you keep selling drugs, you're going to prison.
My Lord.
If you keep
Say
cutting
that.
hair, you're
Now
going to learn
say
how
that.
to cut hair.
Consistency.
If you keep doing something, so if you keep posting content, there's somebody out here right now that does worse content that you will do, but they do it 5 times a day, every single day.
Right.
Remember Soulja Boy?
Yep, and they're making money from it.
You hated that song, but he kept pressing it. The program, you're the program director now. You are the one that can program the mind to keep seeing you, and you becoming the algorithm. So now it's like, oh, like right now, I keep seeing this gray hair, this pretty gray hair. You're in my algorithm right now. Imagine if I keep seeing you online. Oh, that's a girl, the guy with the cigarette dance that looked crazy. The first time I said, look at this mess. Now he on Casa and now he come on, that song coming, I'm doing this. Hey, what the hell you doing, Mike?
You doing it now.
So that's what I would say about social media. Use it to give you the freedom to be an actor, because it's hard to act when you're stressed out. When you go to if I go to do an audition and I'm like, God, please, I need this role. Now I go in there, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give what I got.
Yeah. You get to do it for the love of it.
We'll see what happens. I'm giving it to him.
Acting from a spirit of desperation.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's good projection.
Acting from a spirit of desperation is so different when you're acting for the love.
Yeah.
Everybody up here, we're
Yeah.
financially, we're
Yeah.
good. We do the auditions because we want to do it.
Right.
And those auditions hit different when you're doing it because you want to do it.
Yeah.
Not because you're desperate for it.
Yeah.
It's such a find something else to do.
Yeah.
Oh, matter of fact, where's she at? It's drummer. I'm gonna ask her right now.
Uh-oh. She said, oh gosh.
You stressing her out.
And she gonna be real with y'all. Can you feel it when an actor walks up to you, right, and introduce themselves, or when they come into the room the desperation, is it a turnoff?
All the time.
Thank you.
We feel it. We feel your lack of confidence, and you don't realize how much that's blocking you from so much. And so a part of that confidence is not caring what if you guys say it all the time.
Ladies, if a man walk upon you desperate, he need it. Please, baby, please, please give me your number. You see that, how you backed up a little bit? That's the same way that Casimir to do when you come in there with that desperation.
Mike, share your social media real quick.
Oh, Mike
That's
Bless,
what I asked for.
M-I-K-E.
He trying to take my job. Man, you got Kountry Wayne. Stay over there, bro. Man.
Mike Bless, M-I-K-E-B-L-E-S-S.
All right, thank you. Come on, Ernestine, share yours.
My Instagram is Mrs. MRS Ernestine Morrison. You can also follow our acting community, Greenlit ATL, which some of you guys have been to. Yeah, shout out to Eugene Bush. Also, I just want to share this quickly. It was sitting on my spirit. Like I always like to, when I come into a room like this, I like to give. And something I was listening to earlier today made me think of timing is not a reflection of your value.
Ooh, that's good.
Right?
That's good.
It may take you 2 years. It may take you 5 years. It may take you 20 years. And neither one of it has a reflection of your value. So knowing your value is the key. When I walk into any room, I know my value. Now, I may not get it right then and there in that moment. I may get it in 5 years. I may get it in 10 years, but the value doesn't change. So know your value and know that timing has no reflection on it.
I love that. And one last thing though, with that, timing is everything, but also preparation is key. Like, even when you good, like, I'm gonna put Mike on blast. Like, his phone went off. It said ab workout. It was telling him it was time to work out on his abs. Like, I'm saying the man didn't already say he good. But he's disciplined enough to even put it on his calendar. Like, she's over there, my team over there. She sends me the schedule of like things that I need to do to stay on top of my game. So even if you're not on the platform like that you want to be on, prepare yourself now. Get it on your calendar now. Work out now. Act now. Go to the coaching classes now. So y'all, did y'all enjoy this? Make some noise again for this wonderful cast of Kountry Wayne. Teddy P.